Hello, this is Donna of Love Consciousness, and welcome to this quantum space holding workshop. I am super excited to be passing on some of my experience of working really intimately for the last 4.5 years with creating quantum space, what my experience of creating these spaces has uncovered for me. And the reason why I'm so excited is because it's so much more profound than I had ever imagined when I began to experiment with these different spaces. Um, what it ended up doing for me was creating an environment where I could actually move through a really rapid evolution in my own consciousness, because the basic principles of working with quantum spaces are basically the basic principles of creation itself. And when we understand how we are creating, we can literally undo ourselves of everything that is stopping us from being the creators that we are designed to be here in human form, if you like. So this online platform is just a little space for you to rewatch the replay of the live quantum workshop. So, yep, if you're watching this for the first time, welcome, and just watch it in your now time. And you can follow it just like any live participant did. And of course, you may have already been a participant in that, and it's there for you to dip in and out of to perhaps further embody some of the information that I will give you. Now, first of all, I want to say that this is a massive subject. It's huge. It's so huge that I am in the midst of creating a more of a practitioner course, more of an advanced course, if you like, in quantum space holding and conscious facilitating. Um, but this is like a dip in, giving you just what you need, that actually, if you take the little pieces that I've given you and just go for it and begin to explore it for yourself, you will come into your own gnosis of how all of this works. And so I want to give you just enough. It's difficult. We only have 3 hours, to give you what as much as I can give you. And so it's trying to carefully give you all the key pieces so that you can actually straight away begin to create your own quantum spaces. Now, a couple of little things just to lay the foundation for getting started on this. Number one, I want to just remind you of what love consciousness is for me. Okay, so the platform, Love Consciousness, is a space to provide support, okay, for individuals to move through conscious evolution. What I try to do is I try to create tools, if you like, ways of seeing things that make it much easier, understanding of what is happening at the most simplistic level, so that we don't have to become overwhelmed with everything that's going on right now, because we're moving through a momentous shift in our consciousness. And this also involves a purging, a massive letting go of all the energetic patterns and programs that we hold that are not in alignment with the new energies that are coming in. Okay. And this can be really challenging. This is our consciousness that we're letting go of. This is characters that we've created, that we've played for many years, beliefs that we've held and really held on to them and believed them to be true with everything that we have, to then be faced with, wow, I have to let go of everything. Everything that I thought was true, I now have to let go of. And it's a lot for people to focus on, and it's a lot for people to navigate. It can be really challenging. There's not one human being on this planet that will sail through this. I don't believe, because the letting go is a difficult process. Birthing a new version of yourself can be a challenging process. But actually, if we take an approach of understanding and less attachment, and surrendering to the process, actually, it is easier to navigate, and we can get through it. And we don't have to feel so overwhelmed, and we don't have to feel so alone, and we don't have to feel like we're going crazy, and these are really important factors. So, conscious facilitating, holding space in the most simplistic way. And these quantum spaces are really designed for individuals to, like a tuning fork, because everything is consciousness, everything is just frequency, like a tuning fork, a support field that allows the individual that enters the space, the chamber, the temple, whatever you want to call your quantum space, it allows them to, like a tuning fork, begin to come into more resonance with what they truly are. So we're not really teaching anyone anything really, apart from a few basic principles of what does it mean to be unified? What's the difference between a unified consciousness and a polarized consciousness? What parts of us are still polarized? Where are we polarizing? Where are we taking a side? Where are we in judgment? Where are we playing the victim or the victimizer, the good or the bad? Where are we still polarized? And how do we neutralize that? How do we come into a space where we unify it? How do we do this easily? And so the quantum spaces, these basic principles that we set within the quantum space, just allows a natural resonance of the super consciousness, the soul aspect of us, the infinite intelligent aspect of us, the creator aspect of us to come through and support more clarity and more inner knowing of the individuals without us projecting our own ideas about what's actually unfolding out there. All these ascension stories and different spiritual gurus that all have the answers to uh, all of our questions. Well, actually, what love consciousness is really about is empowering the individual to provide them space to tune into their own superconscious, their own inner wisdom, so that they can gain their own answers to what's going on. And we can stop projecting our own creations onto each other. And so it's a really, really exciting area to get into, simply because we are creating these quantum spaces through us. We're birthing them through us with our own signature, unique consciousness, our own soul. And so when we birth and create these spaces in resonance with the unified field of consciousness, we begin to remember. We begin to remember who and what we are. And so we begin by working with the spaces for ourselves. We begin to see how opening up these spaces and just being energetically in these spaces that we create for ourselves, how they affect our energy, how the chaotic thoughts that we have had prior to being in the space begin to dissipate, how we begin to have a more direct connection to our superconscious mind, to our soul essence. And then when we really begin to embody that, we can open these spaces up to support our clients. And it doesn't matter what kind of modality you practice. It doesn't matter whether you're a massage therapist or whether you just hold support groups to allow people to share, or whether you you do anything, hypnotherapy, Reiki healing, whatever your modality is, these spaces not only amplify the healing potential, but they just simply, like a tuning fork, allow everybody that's in the space to come into more resonance within themselves. So everything you need is below. I am available via email if you have any questions, anything that you don't understand. And if you are interested in going even deeper into quantum space holding and conscious facilitating, then reach out and let me know, and I will give you more information of the full course details. So lots and lots of love, and I really hope you enjoy this journey of discovering and creating quantum space.